And here we are. Welcome back to another episode of Too Much Talk, the show that provides you with your fortnightly dose of all things Trials and Hard Enduro. Yes,
Yeah.
Damien, I did it! Do I win $1 million? No? Sorry, I just drowned out Neil's ears because, do you know how much my heart is racing because I got that correct? I'm so excited.
I was reading it. I think she's getting to the end.
Oh, and I did it. Okay, so that's the first and the last
Congratulations, Jess.
Yeah, it's only taken me 8 episodes and I finally nailed it. Let's see if I remember it in another fortnight.
Oh, yeah, no
So
worries.
speaking of fortnight, Simon, what have we been up to?
Man, I tell you, I've had one of those fortnights that's just been insane.
Oh, really?
Some of you, Peter Savillon Blanc.
Oh, yes.
Peter G. Some of you out there might know I've been attempting to build a house, and it's been ongoing for about 10 years.
Well, if memory serves me correct, we had the plans drawn up about 6 years ago.
I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised. So it's been about 5 years in the planning.
Hey, at least you've got a pad down. We're still waiting.
Well, there you go. It's actually a slab.
Oh, it's a slab, not a pad.
I got told off by Max Pinto because I kept confusing him because I was talking about the pad and he was talking about the concrete slab.
Oh, so what's the difference between the two?
So a pad is the dirt that you put the concrete slab on. The slab is actually the concrete.
Well, there you go. We learnt something new.
So we've made a major milestone. We've actually got the slab down for the house. So there you go.
Well done. Very proud of you. And
what about yourself, Jess?
Me? Well, I learnt on the weekend how to park your motorbike into a grass tree.
Oh, right. Were you doing some floristry work there, were you?
No. First time since the new year that I've actually been able to second my bike back from the girls and had a little training session with Neil. It was me, Karen and Paul. More so, Karen and I were learning the art of how to get over a log.
Right, awesome.
And I got over the log and shot into the grass tree.
Oh, so you tackled the log and then you wanted to have a go at the grass tree as
Yep, my life flashed before my eyes. I thought I was going to do another knee injury, and let's just say my fear of going over logs and those sorts of things has been semi-tamed down just a fraction.
Yeah, okay.
But no, still managed to get back on the bike and continue riding and had a whole lot of fun.
Well, I think the power of the ADCC, maybe I should detune it a little bit.
Maybe I should get like a 50. Well, anyway, we've got a lot to cover tonight, so let's get on into the show.
Should we make apologies for...
Oh, yes, we're missing someone.
For the vacant space?
Yes.
I mean, hey, Prud.
Yes. We hope you're feeling better, and if not, I'll make some of my world famous chicken broth and we'll get that over to you, and hopefully we'll have you back on the show in a fortnight, because I'm sure there's going to be a hell of a lot to discuss in that one, with leading up with what we've got coming up here.
Get well soon, mate. All the best. Yes.
I will miss not having your banter and having to just listen to Bugalugs. It's going to be a long night, people.
A long night, all right.
Okay, so
what's the go tonight, Jess?
Well, today's a bit of a special day for us ladies.
Is it?
It is. It's International Women's Day. So happy days to all the ladies out there. And I just wanted to say that it's been awesome over the last couple of years to see the growth of women in motorsports, especially in our trials and hard enduro scene. It has been really growing quite rapidly. Yeah,
I reckon it's awesome, and not only in trials, I think it's fantastic. Obviously our passion's trials and motorcycling and hard enduro and anything motorcycling.
Well, really, anything with 2 wheels and goes boom, boom, boom.
I reckon it's fantastic, but I really think it's fantastic to see the growth of women in all sorts of sports, whether it be the cricket, the football, soccer, all that sort of stuff. So awesome. Welcome, not welcome, but have a great International Ladies' Days, ladies.
We shall do, and I'll get mine tomorrow when the guys can just shower me with lots of, I don't know, coffees,
Water.
teas.
Oh, water. I was going to say there's a bucket out there, Jess.
Well, after all the walking I've done today, securing all my little bits and
Goodies.
pieces, what am I
Yeah.
up to now? 19,972 steps for the day.
Wow. Wow.
I
Awesome.
think I've done a lot of walking.
Awesome.
Now, birthdays. We had Darren Sumpton had his birthday on Sunday, so hip hip hooray for you. Now, here's a little bit of a flashback.
Oh, my goodness.
Neil,
That takes
that
you
was
back a bit.
that was your first trip to Europe.
Very first trip.
So very, very first trip.
Very
Those.
first, but
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty close too. Yeah.
So yes, we hope you had an awesome day on Sunday, and hopefully we'll see you out on the trials fairly soon. Now, this one I don't know if I sent Neil the clip. Did I
think
send you the
did.
clip?
I think you did,
But
Jess.
Karen and I have embarked on the 57 squat challenge to raise funds for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Most of you are aware I had my breast cancer diagnosis 5 years ago, and thankfully for an early detection, so please check your lady lumps and man bumps every month because early detection saves lives. But the challenge is 57 squats.
57?
Because 57 people are diagnosed every day with breast cancer, with a further 9 losing their lives. So we had an aim of raising $750.
Yeah.
Well, as of about 5 o'clock tonight, we have now hit $1,084.
Oh, wow.
Which is really, really awesome, with now a goal to try and get up to $2,000 before the end of the month.
Awesome work, Jess.
So,
awesome work. Good on you, Karen.
yes, we've been busting out our squats every day, and where we can, we do them together. If not, we just do them separately and go from there. So yeah, if you have a spare dollar or two to donate to this cause that is so close to my heart, please get on board. $1 here and there, anything is
Every little bit helps.
it really certainly does.
Yep.
So there, hopefully what am I talking about? The link will go up in the comments, but if you jump on our Facebook pages and social media, I've got links everywhere.
Awesome.
So yeah, what about you, Simon? What have you got in the news?
Yeah, I've got a fair bit of news. So first of all, a big shout out to Sue Baldwin. Been a little bit crook, so I hope you're on the mend and back to 100% as soon as possible. Sue Baldwin is a life member of the Pathfinders, along with Richard. So we did miss you at the club meeting last night, so I hope you're well and going to pull up well soon. The other big news is Ben Walling and Mark Atherton are heading to Europe shortly.
They certainly are.
I think it's getting about 2 to 3 weeks and they'll be off.
Yeah, it's the 28th of March, 27th, 28th of March, 27th of March they're
heading
disembark,
off.
which will be an adventure of a lifetime for both the lads.
It's going to be an epic trip for them. You should see them on the weekend at the trials, so give them all your best wishes if you see them on the weekend. They'll be away for 8 weeks and they'll be riding some World Championship rounds, some Spanish rounds, and they'll be doing some training with Joan Pons in Spain and mixing it with the best. They're going to have a ball.
They really are.
And I'll be interested to hear all the stories because I'm sure Mark is going to lead Ben astray.
Oh, I can only imagine what those paddocks are going to be like.
Oh, mate, I can imagine. So, and closer to home, of course, there's some great news. Big shout out to the AJS Club for their work with their kids group.
Oh, that has been fantastic.
The second round of the Kids Summer Series attracted 25 riders.
Yeah.
10 more than the first round, so that is epic. And we've got a number of new people joining the club and taking the sport on, which is fantastic. I got up to the AJS Early Bird, the first of the Early Bird series, and they had 50 entries.
Yeah, that was
incredible.
Massive. It was like parking like sardines in the car park. It was just like, oh my lordy, how are we all going to fit?
So that was fantastic.
We might actually have to get someone to engineer like a 2-story car park or something soon. We're going to have to either go up or down, like.
Yeah, we'll get Lewis Kitney onto that. He's an engineman. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, so he'll be onto that. Interesting, the AJ did a bit of a trial on riders observing. So they basically just said you you take on observing. Once 10 riders have come through, then you put the card down and hand it to the rider that's next, and then you move on like that. So full kudos to them having a crack at something different. Lots of feedback on it. There were obviously some mathematic issues there where some people got caught observing a lot, but they're going to tweak it and try another option the next early bird series.
Yeah.
But good to see them having a crack at trying something different.
No, it was great to see.
Yeah, and the highlight of the day, I think, was fantastic at the beginning of the event at the clubhouse under the shed with all the riders around. The AJS bestowed a life membership on a rider who absolutely deserved it. It was issued by Mike Thorpe, who is a life member of the AJS Club, and the life membership was awarded to Mr. Dick Yates.
Yeah, well deserved.
And absolutely well deserved. And Dick was as humble as he normally is and didn't think he deserved it, but he couldn't be further from the truth. He definitely deserved that one. So well done, Dick. All the best for that one. What have we got? We've got the Summer Series, the Pathfinders first Summer Series coming up this weekend. Entries will close Thursday, midnight Thursday.
So that's tomorrow night, and remember, they will not accept any late entries on the day. So get in quick. And if you're like me, you'll be registering tomorrow. And we did ask earlier in our comments to let us know how many drinks does it take to you to tackle the Ridernet, because I said if you want to have a bit of fun, come down to the shop tomorrow morning and I'll have a couple of gins, and yeah, it could be a very interesting rest of the shift for me.
Yeah, I think the way to do it is to do your Ridernet entry, and then you'll need a drink.
One way or another, we will have an entry for Neil and the girls done tomorrow.
So the Summer Series is proudly sponsored by the Hentley Group. So thanks very much to Hentley for sponsoring the Summer Series, and it will be at Dave Thomas's farm. But on the entries, if you're in doubt that you're not sure whether you're going to be able to make the event or anything, don't stop that from entering. You can enter, and then the club, if you've got good valid reason, they will allow to shift your entry on, I believe. So
that is great to hear.
check that one out. I've got lots of news, haven't I?
I know. Well, the next one's pretty juicy, though, because she's looking mighty fine this year.
It definitely is.
So Simon, without further ado, could you please introduce the Beta Evo 2023 Factory?
Yeah. And as you know, this one's close to my heart because it is definitely my preferred ride. You know, I always order a little 125 Factory.
And then I sell it.
Hey?
And then
you sell it. Yeah, my 2022's gone, so I haven't got a bike at the moment. But
join the club.
Beta actually, now I can't wait to get a 2023, and they are actually telling me that they're going to be a lot earlier this year. So the word is late April.
Wow, that is early.
Yeah. Well, that's normal, but for the last 2 to 3 years, it's been late May into June. So, but the word is it's going to be late April. Now, they've done a lot of work. So there's an updated cylinder and cylinder head. There's a new crank and conrod in there. The crank volume has changed. The mapping's been changed, obviously, to suit the new changes in the barrel and the cranks there. Because they come with a titanium header pipe, they've got a new heat shield on the front of the header pipe there. They've got a new coating on the forks, so an anti-friction coating on the forks.
Wow.
There's been upgrades to the suspension valving. They've got an anti-vibration system on the rear brakes because they've got all the rear brakes have a solid disc on them. They've got Galfa discs front and rear, and they're the wave discs. They've got brake tech brake systems and clutch. They come with X-Lite Michelin tyres on them. And then there's the normal stuff that come on the Beta factories, and that's the billeted triple clamps, silicone hoses for the heat dispersion, and a number of other coatings and bling bits and pieces. So I can't wait.
Take a breath after reading all that.
I can't wait to get my little Beta factory.
Well, hopefully my beater comes before your beater.
Well, I'll need to talk to you about that, Jess.
No! Not happy, John.
Yeah, so really that's it. That's my news.
That's
So-
your news. Well, I'll put my deep voice on and I'll be Mr. Pruden while we discuss the hard enduro scene. I actually cannot do that for the rest of the show. That is going to drive me nuts. But on the weekend, the 25th of Feb, in Ballarat, Victoria, was the Australian Super Enduro event. It was round one. Huge success, great turnout from the spectators and the entrants. So they actually had 2 international riders come over for the event.
Yep.
There was the American Max Griston and Canadian Spencer Wilton was
Yep.
mixing it up with boys. We had Aussie Will Reardon, sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. He took over the overall win with Ruben Chadwick on the beater coming in second and the American taking out third.
Ah, awesome.
Unfortunately, our WA competitor, Mr. Rudling, he actually had an injury during pre-training, so he didn't make it into the event. So wishing you a speedy recovery and hopefully it's not too serious and we can see him ride round 2.
Yeah, all the best, mate. I hope you pull up all right and get going soon.
Now, Simon, what have we got for the British Extreme Enduro?
Yeah, so the British Extreme Enduros had their round 1 of their championships. That was on the 5th of March at Tong in Bradford. So what's the name? BB57, he's a bit rusty. He was on his 300 two-stroke. But he can't be too rusty because he managed to take a win in the event, 2.5 hours. It took him 7 minutes, and he took that over second place for this young gun Mitch. And Mitch Brightmore, he's up and coming little rider, and he's going to be a man to deal with, I'm telling you.
Sounds like he's a bit of a pocket rocket.
And good to hear Dan Pearce's name popping up. He's an ex-trials rider, and Dan came in third, so
nice.
he did really well. Special mention to Johnny Walker, came in 4th place on the Beta RR 200. And he's really loving the 200.
Yeah, no,
he's really going well on that. So it's not a bad effort on the 200 RR to come in 4th.
Especially after the big stack he had in the final lap.
He did. He actually almost didn't get back into the race. He headed back to his van and then he decided, no, I'd prefer to be in the race than sitting in the van. So
awesome.
So all the best to him. I hope he hasn't had any lasting injuries out of that. But we'll be looking forward to round 2. And that's on the 7th of May. Now, there's 5 rounds of the Extreme British Enduro Championship. So we'll see how that goes on the 7th of May, but looking forward to that.
I mean, there is actually so much happening in the hard enduro scene. We also had the FIM Super Enduro round 4 that was in Israel. Now, a bit of a controversial round.
Yeah.
Only 8 riders in the pro class turned out for this one with no juniors riding. It has been a bit of criticism for the event organisers for previous acts as not paying track builders all the winners. So that's actually a bit of a dampener on the whole event, but it... Mr. Pruden's man, Billy Bolt, he took out the win. He is unstoppable this year. For me, I feel like he is the beau of the hard enduro scene at the moment.
Billy.
Johnny Walker took out 2nd place and Taddy came in at 3rd.
Yeah, old Taddy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to see him. Wicked, that's a good ride.
No, he's a good fella.
Johnny had a good round to pull Paul into 2nd.
Yeah, it's definitely been good all round.
Yeah, no worries. And I mean, there's heaps of enduro stuff going on. The Italian Enduro Championships were on in Andorra in Italy, down near the Riviera. The Beta Factory Enduro team really dominated that event. They did really well. What's the name? They were round 1 and 2. They dominated, no problems at all. And there was a pretty tricky course. So 70k loop, pretty tricky. There was about 12 special tests they had to deal with, and they did really well. Brad Freeman came in 3rd. and the second position was Steve Holcomb. So yeah, Beta doing well in the Italian Championship, which I'm sure they're happy to be doing on their home ground.
No, that is. I was going to say he did get it wrong because it was taking 2 first positions for Brad Freeman and a third and a second position for Steve
my apologies.
Holcomb. So yes,
my apologies. We need,
I think we need to get better glasses, or we need Pruden back.
We need Pruden back, mate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think I'm doing a better job than you. So I'll wrap
Hang
up
on, I'll clean the glasses so I can see the bottom.
Well, that actually could help. But we'll wrap it up with local news. We have the AWST series are about to kick off with, starting off with the Jarvis Coaching Day, which is on Saturday the 1st of April, which really, we're halfway through March technically.
Man.
So tickets are still available for that one there. Then on the so that's for the coaching on the Saturday. Then on the Sunday is an invitational race against Jarvis, which will be in Bridgetown. Spectators tickets are still available. You can go and book the tickets at wahardenduro.com.au. So that should be a really great weekend, and I'm sure it's going to be quite full with spectators.
Yeah, that'd be awesome one to think. Now, I think the old story, you know, if you can't beat them, beat them.
Yes.
Jarvis better look out.
Definitely.
Nah, it'd be great to see him over here. It'd be awesome. Great stuff. And so what have I got now? Parts.
Yeah, we've got a very great little deal coming up for people who are going to look at buying a Sherco. This might actually throw you over the line.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, if you are looking to buy a Sherco before the end of the financial year, we've got a bargain for you. So Sherco have come out with a super special that stays available for people up until the end of the financial year.
Yep.
What's the name? So what they're basically doing, they've got up to nearly $1,200 worth of accessories to go with any Sherco that you purchase before the end of the financial year.
So that ranges from a 125 SE to the 500 SEF.
Yep. So the full range.
You've got your pickings.
You take your pick, no problems at all. And we've got quite a number of them in the shop. So if you want to come in, check them out, pop into the shop and check out all the Shercos we have here.
Yep.
But the pack basically includes a AXP 8mm bash plate, some wraparound bark busters, Sherco radiator braces, front disc and rear disc guards, case saver, and your Speedo protector mount. So,
cool.
So a great little package there.
That is an awesome package. So that pretty much means they'll be all ready to ride for any event, really.
Mate, if you want to have a crack at a hard enduro, then this is your little special to buy. So you basically get all your bits and pieces that you need.
Oh, that is sweet as.
No worries.
And speaking of deals, we have Beta still have a couple of let me do that again.
Yeah.
I was going on a real good roll until I had that.
Yeah.
Their 2022 stock for the Beta RR and the Racings with their $1,500 rebate. That is still happening, but there's only a handful.
Of 350s left?
Yeah, the 350s left.
Yep, there's only a couple left.
Yep, and they've still got their 10% off their 2022 Beta Evo Trials range. Again, a bit of a slim pickings with what is available. So if you are looking at getting a new trials bike to start the season, it's your pickings really with all the deals
there's some bloody good deals going.
But
I know those Evo trials bikes they're down to, they're saying low stock. When they say low stock, it's
only
about
means
one of each.
One of each.
Thing. So so if you're keen on that, and the other, talking of specials, the other fantastic specials is the gases. And I mean, they've just gone mad. Yeah. They've gone mental.
Actually, it's not.
$3,750 off a 2022 TXT gas racing.
Yeah, so that puts a 125 at about 8,000, just under
a touch under.
Just a touch under $9,000 for a brand spanking new
Actually,
bike.
I think it's a touch under 8, isn't it? Is it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Paul, can you zoom in?
So for the 125.
Is that the 125?
8494. And that's on the 300.
That's the 300.
Yeah, so the 125, I believe, is just under 8.
8. So yeah, that's right, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's so many digits going through my head. It's unbelievable.
Well, there's some fantastic, so many good specials out there, man. I tell you what, if you're buying a new bike,
it's a buyer's market.
It's a buyer's market. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
And then the other great news that Gas came out with was they've got a rebate happening on their 2023s.
Yes, they have.
Which is great.
1750, so 1,750 off the brand new 2023 TXT racing.
So, yeah, give her a little flick.
Flip that guard. They basically, I think, because they're having the specials on the 2022s, they kind of felt, I think they felt they had to bring down the 23s a bit. So, so some great bargains going on there.
Definitely bargains.
Now, the thing is, the fantastic thing is with all these bikes getting sold, we've ended up with this great big empty space. What are we going to do with this great big empty space, Jess?
I don't know. You'll just have to watch that space and see what ends up growing and blossoming out of it.
Oh, okay. So we've got people watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space.
It's an empty space.
From little things, big things grow.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So things shall be happening in the next coming weeks.
No worries. Well, we'll have to watch this space.
Well, we'll watch this space because there's some more March Madness happening, Simon.
Well, speaking of that space...
Well, you've gone mad. I haven't.
This space was predominantly taken up by bikes, but there's one bike left there. But we've actually got 2 of these. Now, we've gone mad.
No. You've gone mad. I'm still sane.
I've gone mad. I think I was already mad, but we've gone mad, but this is only for March only, right? So for March only, we've got a super special on the TRS 16-inch electric kids bike. Now, we've brought it down to 3,990.
That is a bargain. Because, Paul, can you zoom in on the price over there?
What it was? I don't know. We haven't changed the price yet.
So they were originally $4,900.
So $1,000 off for March only for your little TRS 16-inch. Now, this is to celebrate the AJS Kids series. So if there's any kids want to try and get out into the sport, there's 2 great little Trials bikes here for them to have a crack at.
Yeah, no, they're a great bike,
they are
TRSs.
Great bike,
So yes, speaking of kids, with the upcoming events we have on, AJS have announced that the 19th of March, which is a Sunday, will be the 3rd series for the kids come and try a trial. Now, it starts at 2 o'clock. Finishes at 5 o'clock with a sausage sizzle, and usually with all the kids running around like lunatics, playing on all the obstacles and just having an absolute ball. So the gates open at 1:30. So if you do have a chance, definitely go on down and have a look. We've sponsored the event and donated 2 Beta Mini electric bikes. So if your kid doesn't have a bike or not really the appropriate bike you think they want to have a try on, bring them on down. They can have a ride on the bike and just enjoy a really awesome atmosphere.
That's fantastic.
Something the family can all enjoy. So we've got that coming up. Now, as we mentioned earlier in the show, that this Thursday night, entries close for the Pathfinders Summer Series 1. You've got until midnight, so come join me for some fun while I register Neil and the girls and tackle Ridernet tomorrow. Now, it will be at Thomas Farm in 2J on Marangup Road. Please note that the trial will be starting early, so if I do my calculations correctly, it should be 8:30 that the trial will kick off. Entries, again, I will remind you, entries close tomorrow night at midnight. They will not accept any late entries. No ifs, buts, maybes, births, deaths or marriages, none of that is accepted. So we've got that one on.
And I'll chuck in my apologies. I'm going to be away, so I can hear everyone going, oh. Or was that cheering I heard?
Well, I was going to say, he's doing it for the good, because on Friday, how many years is it, Simon?
Well, don't ask me that on the camera.
Oh.
I don't know, but it's been lots.
It's over 40 odd years.
Oh,
this fella's celebrating his wedding anniversary. So yes, you are allowed to have a leave pass for this weekend.
Yeah, my poor suffering wife. Yeah,
yes.
So there you go.
And then to wrap everything with what's coming up is on Sunday the 26th of March, so in a fortnight's time, will be the second series at the AJS Trials Park. So that should be another great event. And make sure get in early if you need to find your car park, because if it's anything like the last one, it's slim pickings.
Yeah, no worries. And a big shout out to SJS Motos. They are sponsoring that event series with Scorpa. So great shout out to them. Come and chat to them when you're there. Yep. No worries.
And so we've gnawed your ears off for quite a while tonight. We're almost at 6:30, I think we are. So I think that's it to wrap up for the show this fortnight.
That looks like it's it. And what we're supposed to do is...
Oh yeah, no, not yet. No,
you
that's
do that after,
no, we do that after when it goes to a black down.
Okay.
Or is it? No, a fade out when it goes to a fade. So yes, so that's it for tonight's show.
So that's a bye from me.
And that's a bye from me. And make sure you do everything to keep yourself riding, and we will see you in a fortnight. And hopefully, oh, look at this. We've actually shimmied along. Shimmied along the bench. So hopefully next week, Mr. Pruden will be here and there'll be no shimmering. But yeah, that's good night from us, and we'll see you in a fortnight. Bye.
Bye, ciao.
Professional.
So this is where we do this bit.
Yes, but we don't talk.